what's up, guys? I don't have my little thing, so I'm just gonna hold my phone and record this, just kind of update you guys. I've been extremely busy with work. Started another construction company, so I can kind of anyway, been super busy. Haven't had time to make videos, but while I've been gone, I've been I reached out to Adam at ZFG Tuning, and I got I reached out to him, and I basically talked to him and said, hey man, like, I'm running 5-star tunes on my stuff. I know you're the best. I just don't want to pay to like retune the ST necessarily, but I want to tune the Raptor. So I asked him, I was like, hey man, like, you know, I'll vouch for you in the Raptor forums. I've noticed he's been trying to get more exposure in the Raptor group on like a Facebook page. You know, he's known for the ST, and so he's trying to just kind of grow his deal. And I know he does amazing work on the ST platform, so I have no doubt that the Raptor will be the same. The Raptor group has like a Goose Tuned is the guy's name. It's like Winfield, I think, is his name actually, but Goose Tuned is his brand. And he tunes Raptors. That's like his specialty. And everybody in that group praises him, like the ST group I'm in praises Adam, ZFG. So I told him, I was like, man, if you want to tune my Raptor, I know you'll do good work on it. I'll do comparison videos, you know, before and afters of the tune with a draggy on 0 to 60, quarter mile, eighth mile time, stuff like that. Maybe even some 60 to 130s if we get lucky, and go from there. And I said, man, I'll shout you out. I'll do my best to kind of vouch for you in that group because I know you're wanting to. But I was like, is there any way that I can, you know, work something out with you? And so we end up coming out with a deal. And he's actually, we worked out a little order for the tunes that basically he's going to get me. So he's going to tune the Raptor and the ST. So I'm going to get an auto octane tune from him, which is really cool. A lot of people don't do that. So basically it's an auto octane tune. You put in 87 and you can run, and it cuts back all the parameters to where your car will be safe. Or without even changing the tuning, you can put in 93 and it amplifies the performance from the gas. So it's not as good as, say, like a dialed in 93 tune. So if you're running 93 100% of the time, obviously just stick with the 93 tune. But like for the ST, with my wife driving it, perfect example. The other day, it's actually my fault. I dropped the car off to her. I had like 15 miles till E, and I was in a rush. I had to get in my truck, go to get a trailer. So I left it there, forgot to tell her she had to go somewhere. Well, the only gas station that was close enough that she could get gas from only had 87. So she put, and it was on a 93 tune. So she only put a quarter tank of gas in it, luckily, because she knows. But she only put a quarter tank of gas in it. It was real easy on it. And then as soon as I got it, I putted it to the gas station, filled it up almost with 3/4 of the way with 93, and then I just put E85 in it to kind of balance out those octane levels to where hopefully that would have been like, roughly a 93 mixture. But the auto octane tune does all of that for you. So you can literally just tank to tank, whatever's running through the computers, it reads that and it puts out that performance for that gas, which is awesome. So he's going to get me one of those for each vehicle, which will probably be what we majority run on the ST. And then he's going to do a 93 tune that's dialed in for both vehicles. So we're going to have custom tuning on both, which I'm really excited about. That's probably what the ST will, if we're in town, the ST is going to stay on the 93 tune, and we always run 93 in it. But for road trips and stuff, it'd be awesome to throw an auto octane tune and get the performance when you're able to get the gas available to you, which is cool. So I'm going to do that, auto octane for both Raptor and the ST, and then I'm going to do a 93 tune, both custom tune dialed in for both vehicles, and then we're doing an E50 tune for both vehicles, which is going to be really exciting. The E50 tune, it's awesome. It's not practical for me to run an E50 tune in my Raptor because for how much I drive and filling up, it's a 36-gallon tank and like all that stuff. I can just run 93 and be able to be pretty happy with it, but I want to know what the truck's capable of on E50. Once I drive it on E50, I may end up keeping it on E50, who knows. But it's kind of a pain to mix the gas every single time because then you can only go to certain gas stations, right? So it's not the end of the world, but it is an inconvenience if you don't have to do that. So the E50 thing will be specialty kind of for both vehicles. But what I'm really excited about the E50 tune on the ST is man, I bet you like ZFG's 93 tune will probably be comparable, like really close to 5-star's E50 tune. So ZFG's E50 tune, I'm expecting at least probably another 30 horsepower from my E50 tune. So that'll be a lot of fun. Plus the transmission shifts and everything like that. Everything that he does is just better. I mean, he's just more focused on the ST platform. You know, 5-star does like all EcoBoost platforms and all Mustangs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for that. And I think that we'll be able to get some really good numbers out of the ST. And then with what I'm going to be able to do now too is after I get the E50 tune dialed in, I'm going to do the rerun with my mom's Audi, the RSQ8. It was pretty close. You can go back and look at the video. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Audi definitely walked me, but for the price comparison of the vehicles and what I had off the shelf E50 tune, never sent revisions into 5-star, anything like that. So I know it was very minimal effort tune. So I'm excited for that. And if we can make it to where the ST's as fast as that Audi, I mean, I think it'll be a crazy video for everybody to see, because like I said, it just kind of goes to show how good of a platform this ST platform is whenever you have a good tuner and minor upgrades. I mean, all I have performance, I mean, the exhaust is, you know, it's catback exhaust, so it just has the mid pipe. It's actually flex pipe back, the way these STs are. But it's basically just a mid pipe and axle back, so it's not really a whole lot of performance. Maybe a little bit, maybe like 5-10 horse if you're lucky. I don't even think it'd be that much. And then an intercooler, and the intercooler is the only thing that really makes a big difference on these as far as the parts that I have on this. And I'd love to do an intake on it, and do the AFE intake on probably both, honestly. And then I'll get him to do the revision on that as well. So super exciting news. Super pumped. Adam with ZFG was willing to help us out. We worked a deal to where he's hooking it up. I'm super excited about it. I've been wanting to get the ST tune from Adam for a long time. I just didn't want to pay the price for it. But the way that they do it now with the new, it's like the RTD port. It's like basically a wireless OBD2 sensor port that you do wireless tuning with it. So with that, I can use one device and tune my Raptor and the ST off that one device. So that saves a lot of money, and it's cool because, you know, you don't really need 2 devices for any reason, unless you just want to like do a lot of monitoring and stuff like that of your car. But I'm gonna try to see if I can keep the N-Gauge. Picked up a crack on the windshield too. It's a little frustrating. Trying to keep the N-Gauge just for the gauge purposes, because I think it just looks good, and I like seeing that for, you know, if you're running an E50 and stuff like that, it's nice to know where your temps are at, all that good stuff. So I'd like to just run that just for the gauge part of it, and then, you know, obviously Adam's tuning. So yeah, just super exciting news. I'm gonna work to get more videos pumped out for you guys. I say that every time, but it's one of those things, man. Like we're busy as heck with our work, and it's getting hard to kind of do this kind of stuff just for fun, right? So now that I got some more stuff coming in, it's going to be able to bring a whole lot more content on both vehicles. I know a lot of you guys are here for the ST content, not the Raptor content, and that's perfectly fine. But, you know, every video can't be about the ST, obviously. I'll run out of stuff to do, and I think it's going to be really cool for the Raptor if I can bring in a little bit more Raptor guys or truck guys and kind of show them the capabilities of a good tune and what, because, you know, the stock Raptor, it runs great. It's faster, you know, than the stock 3.5 EcoBoost, like in the, you know, Platinum or whatever, F-150 Platinum. So it runs really good, and the 10-speed is really good for factory, but it is unbelievable whenever you let a tuner get a hold of it and you let him tune the transmission and just basically refine the tune on what gas you're using is unbelievable. I mean, just the transmission tuning alone makes a world of difference, because the 10 speeds are kind of like, the 10 speed in this stock was great. It's 2020. My Raptor's a 2017, and it was the first gen, which I don't think they've even changed anything in the transmissions really, but it was the first 10 speed that they put out. So I think that the software, the tuning on it is just old and outdated, and I think it's very, very limited on what it can do as far as shift points, how quick it can shift, you know, the pressure, all that stuff. And that's whenever these guys get a hold of it and they change all those variables in there, and it runs so much better. And it's crazy. It always makes me wonder, like, man, why doesn't like Ford hire Adam and say, man, get us a good baseline tune for all of our vehicles, and you'll see, you know, numbers way up out the roof, reliability improved in a lot of cases. The 10-speed is, you know, it's great, but there are some issues with it, and the transmission tuning has never hurt the transmission, right? So, I mean, probably a bad tune would, right? But like a good transmission tune is just meant to increase performance and reliability of it with the added power. So, but yeah, so hopefully we'll get some of those videos to you guys here soon. I'm working with Adam right now. I was actually talking to him this morning on when and how I'm going to be able to get the tunes and how quick I'm going to be able to get them and things like that. So as soon as I have an update, I'll update you guys. If it's in a few days, I'll probably just make a video as soon as I get it. I'm going to go pick up a draggy, another one because I lost mine in my vet. I'm going to go pick up another draggy probably tomorrow, and do some baseline numbers with the ST, like what the 5-star tune does, and then I'll do baseline numbers for my stock Raptor. I'll make a video of that, and then I'll be able to, as soon as I get the tuning in, obviously flash the tunes, the first couple revisions done, make another comparison video and show you how much better his tuning is. And this is a good comparison. I mean, with me being in Texas, it's hot. I mean, today is it's 94 degrees today. It's not really humid necessarily, but it's just hot. So I think it's going to be a good test for him to get on the Raptor market, you know, and just kind of show how much better the truck can be stock for a simple, you know, whatever it is, $800, $1,000, whatever it ends up costing for what you do. But yeah, so if you guys have anything that you would like for me to test before and after the tune, like any specific test, let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to get it in the video, and we'll get these knocked out for you guys.